so much fucked up shit to get into.
Welcome back to Little Snickers Podcast. I am Michael fucking Rainey here with my homeboy Cal Donjala.
What's up, my slappies?
Jacob Furman Matera.
Bing bong.
Wet and Juicy Jeff Simmons, who told us he was just a part of a bell choir. Jeff, what the fuck is that?
So we, this was like elementary school. We did a Christmas concert, it was like Carol the Bells, and like there was like 10 of us lined up, and we each like had like 2 bells, and
they let you be in charge of 2 bells?
Yeah.
And 1 cup.
And Jeff, your school was Mr. Megorium's Buttfuckery Emporium, correct?
How many bells were you allowed to gargle at once? Nah, I'm kidding. I bet you fucking slapped on those bells like a G, dude.
Yeah, it was pretty sick, actually.
Still got your bell gloves?
No, but we did have to wear them. That was an
What do you
actual
mean?
thing. Had to wear like the white gloves.
For
and,
real?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, what were y'all singing? Or what were y'all belling?
You don't sing.
Christmas, bro.
Carol of the Bells? Or
Would you like an apple pie with that? Nah,
That
that's just
might have been
way
it.
too complicated.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's a lot of
Yeah, that was it. That
coordination.
was the song. And it was like, I was like on the deeper bell side where it's like, boom.
Yeah, dude, you're getting bells deep, weren't you?
Yeah.
I'm so glad we're not live right now. I'd have the helmet for
You were
sure.
deep dinging. You learn something new about this pervert every week, man.
Wet and juicy bell boy. Don't forget to tip him.
Yeah. What age were you when you decided you were going to hang up the bells?
It was a one and done.
Yeah.
It was a one and done thing.
Did you have to present your gloves to the master?
Yeah, but then he gave them to me in a big box, and I've got them framed up on the
That
wall.
was very
Oh,
sweet.
wow.
What?
No, that was a joke.
You don't have to work on that one.
John, I feel like a nudge. Last week I forgot our OJ coin. I seem to have forgotten it again.
Oh, my word.
What are you doing to it upstairs in that bedroom of yours?
What else?
I at least have something round this week. I've got something.
You do? All right,
I can't
good.
believe I didn't use this
Okay,
last
cool.
week. It is basically the size of a slammer, and only I knows what side is which. This could be it.
I want the rough side.
Would you believe it if I won?
Nope.
Would you believe it if I lost?
Jake, how
again?
about that, man?
Look at that.
Wow.
Wow.
Truly incredible, baby.
That was my chance. That was my coin.
Yeah.
I could have lied.
I know you're a man of honor, so you didn't, and you were making fun of him for being a little bell bitch.
Well, we all were together.
Well, you initiated it, but you do possess integrity for the sake of flipping a coin.
I agree. Thank you.
Jake, who is the greatest man of integrity in your life?
In my life, oh, man. Up until a minute ago, it was Juicy Jeff. But now,
I don't think that hurts his integrity.
you don't think that...
It hurts his masculinity.
Okay,
Like
maybe...
you could still be a Nancy boy and have integrity.
Wait, what does integrity mean then? It means big penis and strong muscles?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, so maybe like Hulk Hogan or Pop Up or something.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Pop Hulk Hogan.
Only a real man with integrity would admit that he was in bell choir as a boy.
True. Yes.
Comfortable.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. He's comfortable with his integrity.
A little too comfortable.
Jeff, at what point did you shove that bell up your ass?
I thought about it,
I know.
but I don't think the big one would have gone up. The girls down at the end, I could have maybe used their little
You just
ones.
thought about everyone hearing you ringing towards them.
Yeah, a bell is like a Catholic school butt plug. Oh God, I would drive priests insane, man. Could you
I know.
imagine?
Could you imagine if you were a girl just carrying a bell and they found out it was a little girl coming towards them and not a boy? How pissed they would be.
Yeah, I would smack her hair to the other side of her head.
Easy. She's innocent.
Oh man, Jake, you're gonna love tonight's episode.
Okay.
There's so much perversion in this.
Can't
A
wait.
real sick freak, and a guy. This is one thing that was nice about what this guy did. He included his son in everything he did.
All right.
You know, right now, I think there's a masculinity crisis. Also, I think there's a downplaying of the role that fathers have in their sons' lives. So it's important that we acknowledge when men do take the time to really bond with their sons.
Sure.
This sounds like it might be the wrong kind of bonding.
Yeah, this sounds like it's a leading.
It's male to male bonding.
No.
I might have misled you. They don't fuck each other, but there's a lot of weird sexual shit involved here. So this guy is his nickname was the Shoemaker. This guy's name is Joseph Callinger, a Philadelphia man,
Ah.
a Philadelphia psychopath named Joseph Callinger.
And was he a true cobbler, or was that a nickname he got for the way he
Dude, there's this,
shoehorned people's butts or something?
yeah, his shop was right in Kensington.
Okay.
Huh.
Kensington.
Dude,
Did you
look
just hear about this guy?
at him peeking out from this weird door in his store.
Boy, hey, can you pose and not look like an absolute menacing terrorist?
I'm safe around my shoes. I'm a
Only
man.
leather makes me feel safe.
Put that on a t-shirt, Jake.
That boy got a leather sole.
I should have asked you guys to wear penny loafers for tonight's episode.
Oh my word! I got dimes in mine.
Really, Jake? What do you have in yours?
Oreos.
Minis or regulars?
You have to ask.
Joseph Callinger was born December 11th, 1936. And this is very sad. A very sad upbringing. His mother, Judith, gave him up for adoption within days. And actually, no, within months. My bad. She gave him up pretty early on. And then he was.
She thought about it.
She at least thought about
Yeah.
it. That, and you got to give a lady credit for that. I think
Yeah.
any lady who thinks is.
What's the return window on a baby though?
To shove it back in? I think it's got to be pretty soon.
No, I guess in Jake's defense, that is a return window.
How
No.
much for that baby in the return window?
A lot of times, you're just staring into your wife's window, you're just doing this, wondering who else has been in there.
Hello. Are Mark and Derek in there?
But unfortunately for him, it seems like a blessing, but it is not. Stephen and Anna Callinger adopt him at the age of 2. He's adopted, and these are two horribly abusive people, Jake. I know, it's the last thing you want to hear from people. Stephen and Anna, I mean, I would never think that a couple with those names, that's a whimsical couple name.
Steven and Anna,
Yes,
yeah.
they're fun. They have dinner parties.
Yeah.
Bring your kid over for a play date.
Yes.
They're good time.
And leave so we can beat the shit out of both of them.
Yes.
Was this their only child, the adopted?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Okay.
But they really fuck him up, man. They don't just like hit him, Jake. They're psychologically abusive, and I'll get more into that in a second. But physically, they hit him with a cat o' nine tails. You ever seen one of those boys?
What is that?
That's the
It's
thing.
like a whip
from,
with like little frills on it.
That's what the guy in the Dan Brown book, Angels and Demons? No, the Da Vinci Code.
Is that the one he hit
Self-flagellation.
with?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Isn't that Michael Shannon? No, he does it in Boardwalk Empire to himself as well.
Ah, yes.
yeah.
yeah.
Mhm. It's called a cat o' nine tails.
Yes, it is. An apostrophe.
Was it just invented for like medieval torture? It's got no practical use, right?
My interpretation is that it's made for S&M.
Okay, and not just
as
as etchy
regular
back.
ass punishment. Yeah. I think it's made for sexual pleasure because it looks like the kind of thing that really will fucking hurt you, but it does seem like it's designed by a pervert. Because why not just use a regular ass whip?
True.
Yeah.
Now, do you think you could self-flage and self-master?
That's a great question. And Joseph Callinger ends up doing a variation of that, which I'm going to get to in a little bit. He's not flagellating.
I
but
predict the past.
Yeah. Jake, they also hit him with a hammer. They make him kneel down on rocks. And there's always threats of castration coming from these two.
Jesus.
Homemade?
Homemade castration?
Like, we'll do
like
it.
my mother used to make? Oh, God, yeah, take me back. God, I can't believe my mother's dead.
The threatening castration on a child they adopted. Which is like, if you don't clean your room, like that kind of stuff.
Kneeling on rocks is like really psychotic.
Yeah.
Might be worse than the hammer stuff.
Though, don't kids not have fully formed kneecaps?
That That's a good point in their defense.
Those fucking idiots. Just because it hurts you to kneel on rocks doesn't mean it hurts a little kid. Stupid ass.
And Jake, unfortunately, they would force him to eat his own dookie.
Ew, Jesus Christ,
I know.
My God.
This all was in Philadelphia?
Can you give
Yes.
yourself up for adoption?
You can emancipate yourself.
Yeah.
All you got to do, it's just a form. That's all you got to do.
But he's only like 5 years old. He doesn't even know.
Oh, he's only.
If you go in with another child on your shoulders
Uh-huh.
in a bigger coat,
And don't say, I'm this many.
yes, if as long as you don't pronounce your R's as W's, they'll probably stamp it.
Approved!
Wait, are you kidding?
Oh, shit.
Oh no, they got us all. It's a Mexican standoff. There's 8 guns pointed at it.
Across the counter is 4 kids in a trench coat.
Even the clerks fucking no. But Jake, real shit circumstances. And in 1943, he's 6 years old. I can't believe this happened to a kid who's just doomed for pain.
All that shit you've said so far has happened before the age of 6.
Dude, wait to hear what happens when he's 6. He gets kicked in the groin so hard by a little girl that it causes a hernia.
That's, I think, what happened to me.
You got kicked in the balls?
I think that's what... I carried around a hernia for a good 10 years before I realized it.
I'm glad you decided to let it go.
Thanks. I thought I just had a giant left nut for about a decade.
Oh my God! Again, hungry.
Just like me mama used to make.
Oh God, I want to fucking swirl that Cadbury egg around in my mouth.
Jesus Christ.
Cosmic gumbo.
I'm assuming they didn't address the surgery, right? He just carried it around for...
No, he got surgery for it.
Really?
And his parents told him that he was having surgery to keep his, quote, bird small.
Oh my God.
And the reason why
would they tell him that?
the reason why they were intent on telling him that is because they said a demon inside of your body makes your bird stick out, and it does bad things when it sticks out. So if you have a small bird, you have nothing for demons to push
Were
out.
they actually saying bird?
Yes, bird.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, that's going to mess the fella
Yeah.
up.
There was one of the books that I read for reference for this was called Edge of Madness, and they specifically mentioned that they would use the term bird when describing penis-related stuff.
Wow. So maybe not as fun as we thought.
Oh,
Could you imagine them on one knee it's before the kid goes in and the doctor overhears it? He's like, that's not what kind of surgery this is at all. There's not even a surgery for that yet.
But Jake, I don't know how many times we've talked about it during the course of doing these awful people. Some people, they're just doomed for failure, and he's one of them. And Jake, when he's 9, which is in 1946, he gets rounded up by some of the older boys in the neighborhood. They threaten him with a knife and force him to perform oral on them.
What the fuck?
Where were they living?
What kind of gang is
It's
this?
Philly, baby. So now at this point, Jake, this had such an imprint on his sexuality that he says that he would later in life jack off while holding a knife.
I really was not far off, unfortunately.
Yeah. And on top of that, too, he said when he would stare at pics while he jerked off, he would stab the pictures.
Jesus. God.
It's better than busting on him.
You tell that to the cops.
Yeah.
And around this time, he says he first starts to hear voices. Isn't that cool?
Kind of. What age at this point?
So this was 9 when all this happened.
Okay.
99.
Well, it's 9 when that incident happened, and that leads into all the weird masturbation stuff.
Uh-huh.
Radio morning show.
So as he gets into his preteens, Jake, he's hearing these voices, and they're telling him to follow boys off the bus with a knife. So there's at least one incident where he follows a boy off of the bus, forces him into the woods, and gives this boy head at knife point,
Whoa.
which I don't think he understands.
Yeah.
He got something lost in translation at some
Yeah, he
point.
misread the instructions on that one.
Yeah, I bet you like this, don't you? Yeah, I kind of do. This is gonna mess me up too.
Do you think that you can enjoy head from a guy who's got a gun pointed at his own head?
You know, I don't know if I'd be able to stay hard because you got to think if it
Wait,
could blow your own penis off if it's in his mouth.
Don't they say like if you it was a movie or something where they say if you shoot someone in the head while their mouth is around their dick, it clamps
Mel
down?
Gibson.
Yeah,
Braveheart.
Is that
Yeah. No, for real. Doesn't he say?
not with a gun?
No, wait. Yeah, the victim will have a tendency to bite down.
Yeah.
What movie was
What
that?
is that?
Is it Patriot?
Why am I thinking Braveheart?
Is it Pulp Fiction?
No.
Is it Mel Gibson?
Jeff, help us
Mel
out
Brooks.
here. Oh, Shawshank. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like Braveheart for butt fuckers.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I guess it is.
Brave ass.
Rectum.
Damn near killed him.
But Jake, it's you hear these horror stories and you have to know that God's got a plan for everybody, and it's not all doom and gloom. So when he's 14, he meets a lovely lady by the name of Hilda. I'm assuming a big bitch.
Hilda Bear.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Oh my God.
Hilda Bear's jerk shop.
This is one bear that you're going to want to take clothes off of, Jake. Well, I'll wait a few years because she was 14 here. Yes. Big bitch, though. So let that factor into your decision,
I'm not
your
making any
feelings on
decision.
me.
Yeah, are you talking to us or the jury?
And while Jeff sets the camera on fire, I will.
And then hoses down the audio equipment.
So they're together for a few years. He eventually quits high school when he's 17, and they end up having 2 children together. Whoa. And eventually Hilda, which this seemed insane to me because I cannot picture a woman named Hilda doing this to a man, but she leaves him.
Damn it.
I know. It doesn't Hilda seem like the kind of lady that's just going to dutifully ruin her life?
While a man cries because he can't suck another man's penis with a gun to his head in the bedroom.
Yeah. She got tired of the knife being around during sex.
Yeah. Oh, it's so funny how like a wife is probably like, all right, man, the worst thing this guy's going to ask me for is to put it in my butt. And he's like, actually, would you mind if I sucked the guy off while I held the knife to my own throat?
And can you just do this with the gun the whole time?
And she leaves him. He's eventually hospitalized, Jake, for headaches, which as a man, how can you admit that?
No.
Whoa.
You become homeless and you die in a river before you go to the doctor for headaches.
Dude, I refuse to even tell my wife when I have a headache.
You know what I do when I have a headache? I put sunglasses on and I close my eyes and go to the doctor.
Yeah.
No, I don't do anything because
Drink water.
I drink water because it's a hangover. It's the only headache I get. I have had, I feel like I've had some kind of thing where I got too high and things were too bright.
Okay.
But that wasn't like a headache. That was like, I need to close my eyes and be in a dark room.
That's high blindness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all been high blind
You
before.
ever been high blind?
Jake, what do you do for your headaches?
Oh man, I don't really. I don't know. I stay all tapped out on sugar, so I never get them. You know.
The sugar never leaves your system, so
Exactly.
you never get it. Okay.
Yeah. Stay sugared up. You'll never get them.
Yeah.
Nothing could go wrong.
What about your man headaches?
I had one the other day just because I ate a giant banana split before bed, and I woke up. I
Give you a headache?
dude. Sugar affects me in a way like
wow.
alcohol used to. Like when I eat an intense amount of sugar, the next day I'll wake up and feel like I drank a bunch.
Huh.
Wow. So
What was your remedy?
I just
Let it ride?
I fucking
More
went
ice
through
cream?
Sunday. Yeah, I drank water and I went to the gym.
Screamed.
2 things I haven't done in months: drink water or go to the gym.
I would add up how many months, but my calculator doesn't go that high.
But Jake, even though his first wife left him, love is in the air, and he is a guy with a weird disposition of fucked up teeth. So naturally, he finds love again.
Okay.
A lovely lady by the name of Beth who bears him 5 children.
Jesus.
I know, man.
Wow.
I'm Papa of 7 now.
Yeah, and this guy's fucked up looking, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would not want him breathing into your face while he's fucking unloading a fucking batch of Pillsbury dough into you.
You'd rather have Austin Powers
Yeah, baby.
before the teeth
Fucking
get
me?
fixed. Yeah,
Yeah, I would.
yeah. Well, he's
Yeah.
exudes sexiness.
Yeah, finish inside me, Austin.
Like,
Yeah, to babies.
whoa.
He looks all right there, dude. Let me show you a more fucked up version
But
of him.
still, like a little bit. It looks okay there too.
That's him.
That's the picture I said looks okay.
All right. And he's
But
got
no,
weird
closer
little,
up.
weird little sharp baby teeth.
Really?
Yeah, very
Like
strange.
pre-veneer kind of things.
Yes.
Yeah. Those little fangs.
Yeah, not far off from that. Yeah, odd looking man, weird disposition.
So you wouldn't that you definitely wouldn't want that mouth around your peen.
No, I would have to flip around.
Suck him.
I would flip around, suck him, hold a knife, stare at a pillow with Paul Newman's picture on it.
There you go.
The old fashioned way, Jake.
Yeah, ass gaped.
Yes. Now during this time, he starts to get into some arson, and Jake, he's also into filing fraudulent insurance claims,
Man, he's an all-around bad boy.
which is fun.
yeah.
You know, it's always fun to just try to get money that you don't deserve.
That was the time to do it, man.
It really was.
Yeah.
And you can get away with just about anything, man. It was the fourth fire where he got caught. He got caught, but he was not prosecuted because they couldn't prove that he was the one setting the fires. Jake, in January of 1972, now I mentioned he had 5 kids by this woman, 2 by the previous. 3 of his 5 kids that he has with the lovely Beth accuse him of abuse.
Oh Jesus.
And he's locked up. I mean, this is the early 70s. And like this surprised me when I learned this, but he went to jail for 7 months. He was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia while he was in jail. He was found guilty. He was determined to have an IQ of 82, so not far above retardation.
Man.
Wow.
Yikes.
And
How smart were those ladies that let him shit in them that many times?
it's
Yeah.
you wonder. You wonder about the guys and you wonder about the ladies, Jake.
Sometimes desperation causes blindness, man. You know?
Yeah. Desperation should not equal ejaculation
Damn.
inside of this lady station.
You just point at your own pussy.
I did. I didn't tell you guys I got a pussy.
Congrats.
Thank you. I didn't want to say anything because I felt bashful, but it's new. That's why I'm wearing sweatpants.
I can see the toe.
I got an ice pack on it now.
Wow.
Oh, okay. I thought that was all you.
Yeah.
Mike got a fat one.
I feel bashful, but now that I acknowledge it, hear me roar.
That sounds just like a queef.
I can't wait to start queefing.
Oh, you
You'd
are
be
going to
great
be
at it.
the
Thanks,
master
man.
of the queef.
Dude, imagine how much you could make on OnlyFans just by queefing.
Oh my God. I haven't found any queef centric ones, so I think there's got to be. Is that Bud pounding on
I
me?
hope so.
Yeah. So there's got to be a
It's
market
not a
for
human.
me. There's got to be a market for me because
Oh,
I would
yeah.
love to just really load that thing up and fucking have it look like Barney's mouth from The Simpsons when he burps.
Would you get one of those things that shoots air into a fireplace to load it up
I didn't think about that. That would stink.
instead of having me pound sand in there?
Yeah.
Because if you needed air up there, I would,
would
pound
like
it in
that,
for you.
yeah.
I would do it with my
Yeah, I
penis.
would like that a
Wow,
lot.
That's
man.
a good friend.
That's a horny friend.
So initially, he's ultimately sentenced to 4 years probation and supervised family visitation, which seems like the best kind, man. I wouldn't be against that if I got that.
It's having an extra helping hand.
I think so
You know?
too.
Even with the 3 that accused him, he sees them.
Supervised.
I know, but like, do they want to see him? That seems.
Yeah. I don't know. I think ultimately courts want to try to keep families together no matter how fucked up they are.
Yeah.
Who knows?
That's not great.
Yeah. So the kids eventually recount their testimony. So there's a retrial, and then it was in the paper, and he says, "Hey, I can't stay. You know, kids are going to make up stories sometimes, so I can't stay mad at them."
Kids say the darndest things.
They really do, and it was the impetus for the Bill Cosby Show. Yes. In 1974, Jake, things take a turn for his mental health. he starts having conversations with a disembodied head named Charlie.
Yikes.
Does sound fun, though. You ever seen anything that wasn't there?
No, sadly not.
Not that stayed there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to see, Jake?
You know, big old set of
Fat lips.
yeah.
Fat lips, fat tits, fat butt, fat ankles,
Keep going.
Fat
fat
PlayStation.
toes,
Keep going.
fat doggy,
Oh my God, keep going.
fat squirrels,
Oh, I can't do it anymore.
fat wallet. Oh my God.
He popped.
Yeah.
He
Can you guys?
he shot it.
Can you hear the air coming out of me right now? It's not a Queef video.
Why does that air sound like macaroni and cheese?
Ooh, the San Francisco treat. It's not even the same thing.
To that point, man, why does every good butt and pussy got to be macaroni and cheese?
What? What now?
I've always said the best pussy I had sounded like dry Jello getting pounded.
How could Jello be dry?
You can take it out of the package. It's dry. It's powdered.
That was the best.
Come on, man. To each his own.
Powdered pussy.
Have you ever sunk your wiener into a puddle of Jello dust?
I cannot say that I have, but have you?
I'm telling you, it's the best that I've ever had.
Look, Jeff's gonna barf now. Oh, Jeff just barfed all over his.
Now he's bullfrogging.
He barfed all over his balls because he's been naked this whole time. No, that's your chair.
Here I am barfing all over my balls.
Not a funnier visual of someone just barfing all over their own balls.
Dude, I might do that out of spite because balls are the worst, man.
You want to mistreat your own balls?
They're always an issue, man. I would probably put like one of those front row Gallagher concert tarps over my wiener, but my balls would be as exposed as a gentleman running through the
Cornfield backwards?
cornfield backwards in the middle of a war zone. But that's just me, man.
That's just what's on the bumper sticker on the back of my Volkswagen, brother.
On the back of my head.
Yeah, the back of my brain.
But Jake, I mentioned that he's talking to a disembodied head named Charlie. At this point, he says he's also getting orders from God. Imagine that. What do you do?
It's a busy head.
You follow what you're being told.
You have to.
Yeah.
But hopefully you don't tell that many people about it.
Well,
It's good to have a secret.
I do. Do you have one that you've kept that you want to divulge right now?
No.
Jake, I know.
I
You're full of secrets.
I think I've said everything I have on here.
You're actually 95% secrets, and that's what people don't know about you.
I'm busting at the seams with secrets.
He'd be a 34 waist if he wasn't full of secrets. But he's getting orders from God, Jake, and unfortunately, part of those orders, as he tells his son Michael, are that he needs to murder boys and cut off their birds.
How old's Michael at this point?
Preteen,
Oh, boy.
might be 13.
Wikipedia says 12.
Okay. So preteen. And I guess Michael, you want to please your father. Right, Jake?
Yeah, sure.
You said you wanted to bring your dad to Vegas so you could pleasure him?
Yeah.
I just brought my parents here to pleasure them.
Suck me a father tonight. I'll never forget. That's one of my great regrets now that my fucking dad is worm food is that I never got to pleasure him in Vegas. Would have loved to see those eyes bounce, those lights bouncing off of his eyes as I'm bringing him
The whites of his eyes.
to limits of pleasure that he's never experienced. And I'll never get to feel that now. And neither will he.
That's a good PSA, man. I gotta pleasure my dad in Vegas.
Yeah,
Stat.
you really have to. So let that be a lesson to anybody watching this or listening to this. If your dad's still alive, pleasure him in Vegas.
Take him to the pleasure in Vegas. Mouth pleasure.
You never know. So unfortunately, this little boy Michael wants to please his father desperately, much like you. And in June of 1974, they lured a 10-year-old boy in Kensington to a building where they suffocate this kid, they castrate him,
God damn it.
and then they also shove scissors up his butt. Which I know what you're thinking, Jake. Much like Uncle Joey in Full House, they should have cut that out.
Yuck.
There's no need for that.
Unnecessary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it really was.
All right, that's the first time the son gets involved,
It is.
and he just continues on going with this.
It changes. So, all right. So before he gets into what eventually gets him caught, he takes out life insurance policy on two of his other sons, including his one son, Joseph Jr. And
Sounds like Joseph Jr. might have been involved in the old telling the authorities that he was being abused by his father.
Yes. And on top of this, too, he enlists the help of his son, Michael, to help him lure Joseph Jr. to his death. And Joseph Jr. goes missing, and eventually he's found in a small pool of water on a construction site.
How old's Joseph Jr. at this point?
I don't recall. I'm sorry. I wish I had a number to give you.
He was younger than Michael, though.
I don't fucking know, man.
Oh, my God.
But I don't know.
I'm going to say he was 81 years old.
Yes. Joseph Jr. was 81 years old. It's much like you have a twin cousin.
Yes.
He was a what they call a Benjamin Button child.
Mm-hmm. This is my Benjamin brother. He's my Button brother.
So, the boy's body found in Philadelphia, found at a construction site at 9th and Market Streets.
Jesus Christ.
Damn.
Market East has always been a fucking nightmare.
Oh, God.
Even the Sixers aren't going to change that place.
Where would that have been? Would that have been 5th and Market?
No, it would have been like 8th, 9th, 10th.
Yeah,
my
Fifth and
God,
Market,
how
it's like
creepy.
Independence Hall.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like exactly where that kid... Right on Market Street is where they wanted to do it, right?
They wouldn't do it Chinatown, so like probably a little bit more like 12th or 13th and Market.
It was going to be where like the mall is now,
yeah,
right?
the fashion district. That's
Yeah,
it.
isn't that like-
12th.
Okay. Let me just count these numbers. Oh, I see where I fucked up. They're different numbers. Mm-hmm. 9 is not 12.
No, it's
The
close.
man does not have a calculator, so you have to forgive him. He takes out the insurance policy, he kills his son, and the insurance company refuses to pay up on it.
Okay, that's fucked up. You're fucking up the plan here.
They really are.
Because they suspect malfeasance?
Yes. And at this point, it's clear that he's looking for a come up. So he enlists the help of his son, Michael, and they start engaging in burglaries. Like home invasions. Like people are home while they're doing this. So they're going throughout Jersey, even so far down as Baltimore, and in Harrisburg. So they're really like spread out with where they're doing all this fucking shit.
Back then, I feel like you didn't need to be that spread out.
You're telling me, brother.
Now you love to spread.
Yeah, you like spreading it all out.
Now that I got a
Spreads.
pussy too, man. We see. Oh my God,
I'm going to spread everything out.
I'm gonna be on r/spread eagle by tomorrow morning, Jake.
Let me write that one down real quick. Hang on.
I'm not going to forget it. That's in the bank.
But Jake, their first one was a home invasion in Lindenwold, New Jersey. A lady was home with her 2 kids, and the grift was he would have the son go up and knock first and ask if the lady like wanted to fucking buy something. She would say no, and it was just like a quick surveillance to see if who was home, what they were dealing with. And eventually, they busted into the house. They saw it was a lady and 2 kids. Unfortunately, Joseph Callinger forced her to perform a perverted sex act. And part of what made it perverted was that he gagged her with her husband's underwear.
Clean or dirty?
I don't know, man, and I don't want to find out.
Yeah.
Which, you know how often the average lady is probably begging her husband to just put his fucking scundies away.
Not in my house.
Mine either. I'd put mine where they belong.
I do my own shit.
Every time I take my underwear off, I flush it down the toilet.
Yeah.
Gotta call a plumber every day. Gotta go to Target for new underwear every week.
I really feel like I'm taking advantage of Tubbs at this point.
Yeah, you want to go fishing for Hanes again?
So that's November 22nd of 74. Jake, December 3rd, 1974 is the next home invasion. I'm not going to lie to you. This one's kind of funny. All right. So they do their little trick. They burst in. A middle-aged woman named Helen Bogan is the homeowner. They burst in on her. She's tied up. They tie her up. The doorbell rings. It's her buddy Ethel.
Oh.
Yeah, they let Ethel in. They tie her up in bed. The doorbell rings again.
Oh my God.
It's their buddy Thelma.
Shut up. Girls' night.
They tie her up, put her in the closet. While they're putting her in the closet, the doorbell rings again. It's their friend Anna Pearl.
No way, dude.
They were having like a girls' luncheon or something that day, and they just happened to show up at the wrong time. And one by one, they were doing
They
this.
just tied up 30 people for a Tupperware party.
Yeah. Well, I guess we might as well start selling Tupperware.
Yeah.
But the Callengers, they make off with over $20,000 worth of jewelry and home goods.
Jesus Christ. They
What
were
a
just taking the
score.
jewelry off of every old lady that walked in, I guess.
They were, and people would keep cash in the house too. And with the first.
You think they had like 10 G's in cash?
Not that much.
Okay.
The highest number that I saw of any of the victims was $500 cash.
Okay.
The rest was just jewelry and home goods. And they would be lugging a ton of shit. In the first robbery that I mentioned, part of the robbery was going into the attic and seeing if they had luggage, which they did. They took the luggage down. They filled their luggage up with everything of value they could find in the house.
They know what they're doing.
And they took off.
Wow.
They did. December 10th, they head down to Baltimore, Jake, and they commit another assault, and they steal photography equipment and jewelry. January 6th is...
They got new headshots.
Every single time there's somebody home so far.
Yes.
Wow.
It's crazy
Yeah.
that they aren't deterred by.
It's ballsy, dude.
Well,
Yeah.
part of it is Joseph Callinger wanted to assault these women.
Okay.
So I think...
Letting the fucking. Is that
He's
the
doing that every time.
son or the dad?
I don't know if he did it for the second one. I wonder if it was just the younger women that he did. That too.
That sucks. Either
Yeah.
way.
What was the last thing you said?
Is Joseph son or dad?
Joseph is the dad. Michael is the son. January 6th was the second to last one that they commit. And it's a woman by the name of Mary Rudolph. She's 39. And he happens to ask her, do you have a coin collection? Odd thing to ask somebody whose house you're breaking into.
Yeah.
And there was no assault at this one. They steal mostly jewelry and electronics.
No coins.
I don't know if she had coins.
Yeah.
Don't be a shame. Have a
I mean,
coin collection.
Imagine like losing the thrill of the assault, the fucking robbery, this whole gamut, and now you're just looking for hobbies in the middle of these fucking things.
Need them, got them, need them, need them, got them, need them. So January 8th, 1975, this is the one that really gets him into some guff, Jake. Leonia, New Jersey. The woman whose house it is, her name is Edwina Wiseman. What was that? Unbelievable, Jake.
I believe you.
Edwina.
Bro. Stop making shit up.
It's almost, I think she's related to Holden Weena, the son from Mad Men.
Yeah, my cousin Thomas Penis.
Paninas.
Edwin.
So Edwina is a younger woman. She has a 4-year-old at home, and also her 90-year-old grandmom is at home.
Oh no.
I know, Jake. You think there's a certain point where these ladies can just ease into the afterlife. Doesn't always walk that way out for people.
Not going to work out that way for Edwina's abuelas.
Sounds like a cleaning service. Actually, a stripping gilf service. Have you ever considered one of those, a stripping gilf?
No, I haven't actually, but I'm going to Vegas.
They're out there.
I'll try to pay one.
Edwina's Abuelas is the
Send
one,
us your
just the
room
one you got
number.
to
We'll
go
send
to.
you one.
All right.
So you mentioned, or I mentioned, a couple robberies ago, they had an incident with the doorbell continuing to be rang and new friends showing up. Well, something similar happens now at this one.
Oh no.
While they're tying these people up, the doorbell rings, and it's Edwina's sister, Randy Romaine.
The WWE star?
Yes.
/ salad maker.
Yes. And no, Jake, Joseph Callinger say, just let us do what we want. He does not say that to Randy Romaine. She comes in.
Just had to get the name out there one more time.
So they're now tying Randy Romaine up. The doorbell rings again.
It's David Iceberg.
No.
Josh Kale is here.
It's Nick Arugula.
It's Randy and Edwina's mother. Dewitt Romaine. her maiden name Dewitt before. This is a serious story, Jake.
Get serious, Jake.
This is really serious. So, Randy's twin sister shows up with her, as does the twin sister's boyfriend, Jeff. So 3 more people enter the house at this point. They're all tied up. Jake, the doorbell rings again. All right. It's their friend, a woman who happens to be a nurse. Her name's Maria Fashing. They let her in. Everybody's herded into the basement. While they're down there, Joseph Callinger, he tells Maria that he's going to assault her, and she's like, "Fuck off! No, you're not doing that." And he tries to assault her. She's not having it. She's fighting back, and eventually he gets frustrated to the point where he stabs her. And unfortunately, he stabs her fatally. And while all this is going, while the struggle is going on, Edwina escapes, and she's able to scream to a neighbor to call the police because there's guys that broke into their house. And at this point, Joseph Callinger and his son Michael, they freak out. They take off out of the house. They end up at a local park, and Joseph's covered in blood, so he's stripping off his shirt and trying to find water to splash on himself to clean himself up.
Yeah.
His shirt's so covered in blood that he ends up leaving it in the park. They get on a bus. They head back to Philly. And while police are investigating this,
They were bussing everywhere.
dude, they were busing everywhere.
That's
So I wonder if that was intentional, or I wonder if, I don't know any other way they would have caught them, even if they fucking drove there.
Yeah.
So they're taking a bus. So they end up back in Philly. Now the police are investigating, and this is such a horrific crime that people are just volunteering any information they have in regards to like what they were doing that day, what they saw that day,
Yeah.
anything that stood out. And there were a couple of women that were going through a walk through the park where the Callingers ended up running through. They said they saw that guy, and they said like, yeah, he was stripping off his shirt, which is nuts considering it's fucking January.
Yep.
So the police go to that area. Sure enough, they find his shirt. Now inside the shirt, there's a tag on it for
He
the
had
maker.
stitched his name, number,
Dude.
address,
No.
mother's maiden name.
Well, dude, the maker of the shirt was a company called Berg Brothers in Kensington. On top of that, too, the cleaner where Joseph Callinger would take the shirt, I don't know if this was a common practice or just this particular cleaner did it, but they would stamp your name in your shirt. So his name, Callinger, it was misspelled because I think they could only fit like 8 letters.
Okay.
But it was still, you could still make out that it's Callinger. So at first, police went to Kensington to the Berg Brothers.
More like Bird Brain. What a fucking dumbass.
Hell yeah, brother. And they're like, do you have any idea who this guy is? They're like, no, I don't. So they end up just going to cleaners in the area. And they go to a place called Bright Sun Cleaners, not far from where the Berg Brothers store is. And the guy instantly recognizes that it's Joseph Callinger's shirt.
Whoa.
Yeah, pretty insane revelation.
That's
man.
better police work than.
Pretty fucking good, man.
Yeah.
So January 17th, 1975, Joseph Callinger and his son Michael are arrested. He pleads insanity, and but it's clear that he can determine right from wrong.
Right,
Like
yeah.
he is nuts, but to the
it's-
point where he knows what the fuck he's doing.
he's evil
Yes.
more than.
yes, and
And what about the son? Do you think the son was just going along, or do you think he became evil in the meantime?
I think he's got an abusive father who's capable of horrific things. So I think it's hard not to go along with that.
Yeah.
I don't know. So the kid, all right. So the kid eventually he's sent to a reformatory until he's 21, and then at that point he's set free and he changes his name and nobody knows what the fuck.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Good.
So hopefully he is on the straight and narrow, Jake.
Hopefully.
But yeah, Joseph Callinger in court he claims he's the son of God and a butterfly, which I've never seen
like
that
butterflies?
combo. He does,
Love
yeah.
butterflies.
I've seen Jake. Sometimes Jake will put a handful of caterpillars in his mouth.
I mean, it just feels so funny on my tongue.
Oh, imagine how ticklish that is. Oh, goodness gracious, Jake.
That sounds like some Manson-esque shit.
Yeah.
A son of God and a butterfly. I'm a son of God and a butterfly.
Dude, there's an
And
interview.
an acoustic singer-songwriter.
He's with it to the point where he can hold a conversation, but also insane enough as to where, like, I think it's reasonable to think that he believes these things. There's an interview he did with Geraldo Rivera where he's answering his questions, and he admits that he's thinking about killing Geraldo during this interview.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm thinking about pulling your mustache off one hair by one hair.
Do you think that would Geraldo then ask a harder hitting question, or would he let up, start asking like, "So what's your favorite flavor of ice cream?" Like,
He's kind of antagonized him during the interview, and it's,
yeah, they weren't subtle when they do that shit.
no, the 80s was big on pontificating with their fucking journalists.
Yeah, a lot of gotcha.
Yeah. So initially, all right, so they only charge him for the one at this point. All right, so he's initially, oh no, they don't charge him with the murders yet. So this is for all the break-ins and the assaults during the break-ins. Joseph Callinger initially gets 30 to 80 years, and Michael pleads guilty to the robberies. So he's not charged with murder. So he's in a reformatory until he's 21, and then eventually he's set free and changes his fucking name and changes his fucking life, man. The murder trials are next, and during this time, his mental health is declining, and also it's like he could be hamming it up just to try to get an insanity deal
Yeah.
reached. He's throwing turds at guards. He says he's clogging his own toilet to keep Charlie from coming out of it, the disembodied head.
Terrifying.
Yeah. He's this actually sounds kind of nice. He's creating urine cocktails to throw at guards. It's urine, plum juice,
A little vermouth.
and orange juice, which doesn't sound like the worst thing in the world.
I know. Why is he diluting piss with things that aren't as bad?
I think he's trying to make it seem as though he's poisoned and doesn't understand what he's doing.
Okay.
But I don't know. I don't think drinking your piss is bad,
You don't say.
unsettling, or changes anything about you that should change the way that people view you.
Yeah.
Mike, you're like the guy the FBI brings in, the piss expert.
Thank you, man. I would love that. Oh my god,
We're going to need to call him the piss freak.
take me back, man. So he goes on trial for the 3 murders. So he's on trial for killing his son, killing the 10-year-old boy in Kensington, and then killing Maria Fashing, the nurse.
That was the knife murder in
Yes.
that. Yeah.
It was.
Wow.
So,
And the son, Michael, never actually murdered anybody.
no, and
He's
actually,
just along for the ride.
Joseph tried to get him to sexually assault one of the victims, and he made the boy strip down, but the boy didn't go through with it.
All right. So he was probably fearing for his own life
Yeah.
this whole time, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's incredibly sad.
I know.
Yeah.
So Joseph Callinger in 76 is sentenced to life, and while he's in prison, he sets himself on fire.
To death.
No.
Just to
Just to raise hell.
Medium well.
Just to extra crispy.
He stabs another inmate. So he's buck wild in there. And eventually, he's sent in 1990. He's sent to a Fairview State Hospital.
So he did get the insanity after a while.
He's sent back to prison, So he goes to
Okay.
the mental hospital, and I don't know at what point they decided that, okay, this is too nutty even for prison. They send him to the state hospital. While he's in the hospital, he claims that he sees Christ in a toilet bowl.
Man.
Brother, that's just yesterday's chimichangas.
He's also swallowing paper clips, swallowing staples, and he attempted to eat his own glasses.
Guy's trying to make his
Man.
own Office Max. Eat his own glasses.
How do you
Yes.
even begin to eat your own glasses?
I could start.
Like, ugh.
Stem first?
Hey, Snickers, I just want to take a second to thank our sponsor, Hims ED, baby. If you want to be ready for a hot summer night, any night, you need Hims. Hims hooks men up with access to ED treatments that can help you get hard and stay hard. Oh, my God.
That sounds like a summer night to me.
It does. And I've always said that that's why they call it getting hard.
Arrgh! That's what I do.
If it was called getting easy, everybody would be doing it. With a wide range of treatments available, like chewable tablets, Viagra, Cialis, and the generic options, you can find exactly what you need to get your groove back. Everything is taken care of online, so you get to skip the uncomfortable doctor's appointment and get right to the fun part. Those doctor's appointments are a nightmare. I went to a doctor for erectile issues, 10 years ago, and I swear this lady called everybody she knew into the friggin' room.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So Hims is the way to go, baby. Start your free online visit today at hims.com/stinker. That's HIMS.com/stinker for your personalized ED treatment options. Hims.com/stinker. The featured product includes compounded products which are not approved nor verified for safety, effectiveness, or quality by the FDA. Prescription required. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Get that big thing rock hard.
Yeah. Hey, Snickers, I just want to take a second to thank our sponsor, Mint Mobile.
Yeah.
Boys, in a world where a carton of eggs is breaking the bank, make sure you aren't overpaying for other stuff like cell phone data.
Yeah.
Mint Mobile is here to save you some dough.
Jake's here.
Jake, I got great news. Mint Mobile is here to save you some dough, brother.
Thank God.
They have premium wireless plans that start at just $15 a month with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. You'll be getting great service and saving tons. Mint Mobile, God bless their hearts, man. They're doing wonderful things for people like us, Jake. Mint
So affordable.
Oh, baby, even the name Mint Mobile makes me think of refreshment.
Let me get a mint and let me save some real money on my cell bill.
I like it.
Man.
Ditch the overpriced wireless and get 3 months of premium wireless for just $15 a month with Mint Mobile. Stop overpaying for data. Shop data plans at mintmobile.com/stinker. That's mintmobile.com/stinker. Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months. 5 gigabyte plan required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customer offer for first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. I once had my wife call phone sex while I ate her out. And I had drank too much vodka and ended up throwing out while she was on the phone with this phone hooker. And I would never do that with my own phone again, with my current phone. But I might have to get Mint Mobile just to do that again.
Yeah, you'd want an away phone for that, I suppose.
And to be brutally honest, I was kind of annoyed at my wife because she was talking to her like she was getting bad news from a distant family member. It was a lot of, yes. Oh, I see. Yes.
You should have given her
Interesting.
some of that vodka, I guess.
I am sitting.
I was prior to that, I was in the living room rapping. And then we took it upstairs and I had her call phone sex. And yeah, I wish I had Mint Mobile because it would have been a lot cheaper.
And there it is, folks.
Mint Mobile, baby.
Jesus Christ.
He's transferred back to prison in 1990. When he gets back to prison, he tries to swallow a spoon.
This guy is a
not much-
wild one.
There's
Yeah.
not much to do in prison, you know?
There's not. And they put him in solitary confinement for 5 years.
Jesus.
Yeah. And they put him back in with a cellmate. And then eventually,
Old Spoony.
May of 1996, Jake, this is very sad. He chokes on his own vomit one night and he dies.
Now, did he puke into a cup and then try to eat it again?
That's something you could do.
Or is this rock star style?
That's something you could do. It sounds like it was Rockstar style,
Okay.
which is how I like my nachos.
Made it 60 years about that. And yeah, exactly that, right? and terrorized plenty of people. Only killed 3.
Yeah, which I think, thank goodness, Jake. 60 years is more than enough for this guy, and the world's
Yeah.
a better place when he's gone.
Agreed. Not gonna fight you on that one.
What would you fight me over?
Oh man.
My views on piss drinking?
I don't agree with it, but we can be civil.
He's
But
not
you-
going to come to
you could-
fisticuffs over it.
You could at least see where I'm at with it, though, right?
Oh, listen.
No, I don't think either
I'm
anyone's
not
going to
gonna-
say that.
I'm not gonna yuck your yum, as the kids say. No kid has ever said that. So why am I worried about these kids saying this?
Jake, stop mentioning kids.
And yum.
Yeah, I know. It's,
And licking your lips, too, Jake.
I'm not licking my lips.
Where'd you get lipstick?
It's
And-
a push pop.
Are you squeezing your own nut to get yourself to shut up, or because it makes you hornier?
So yeah, I wouldn't really fight you on anything, Mike. Right?
But I would recommend watching some interview footage of Joseph Callinger. He's, you can look at people and just tell that, like, oh, they're not well.
Yeah.
And he's got that look in his eyes, and he's got some terrifying teeth, man. And to admit that to Geraldo Rivera that you want to kill him
That rules.
as he's interviewing him is very funny.
I like that a lot.
I do too. It doesn't happen nearly enough.
Especially now.
Was it scary, like watching that clip, or is it funny?
It's unsettling.
Yeah.
I don't know if it scared me because I'm a man who can defend himself, and
Yeah, I don't mean you're afraid of him, but like the chill aspect of it, like, oh, this is a real killer.
it
really
is
saying
unsettling, man. But yeah,
Yeah.
going back to me, I am a man, and I can.
You think your BJJ training, your blowjob job training, will come in handy with a crazy person who would bite your nuts off?
I could easily suck off anybody my size or smaller. Anybody my size or smaller, I can suck off with my
are
training.
smaller. Yeah, I bet you're looking for smaller.
No, I think there's something different with somebody profoundly mentally ill, which
Yes.
probably adds another level to ferocity when they fight.
Strength.
Yeah. I think you could like break a guy's arm like that and
Yes.
he wouldn't
He would
stop.
still fight,
Yes.
yeah.
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 And that I think becomes very scary. When what you thought was going to end
Yes.
the argument or, the fight, it only makes him madder.
Yes.
You know, that's like, oh shit. What do I do now?
Right. I was just going to ask that question. What do? You
Yeah.
run.
And
That's
hope-
honestly the best defense. And I think whether or not you know how to fight is avoid
Of course,
fights
yeah.
at all costs and run whenever you can.
I've got to learn how to run.
I think you should start fighting. You better fight.
Well, Jake, there's never a better time than now. So would you mind spending the rest of the episode just running from wall to wall? Doing podcast studio suicides?
Like, I can't even. If I did like 10 laps in this room, it would destroy this room.
Oh.
It would destroy all of your
We'll
belongings.
make a path.
It would still destroy it.
I'm moving out in a couple months, Jake. now is the best time to do this.
This is like a bonus room, right?
Yeah,
So whoever moves in just doesn't get the bonus.
I know. Yeah. But yeah, Joseph Callinger, he was obsessed with castration. And to anybody who has those kind of thoughts, what do you think you do with it after you castrate somebody?
Friendship bracelets.
You could do that.
Do 1-on-1. You know?
It is crazy that the obsession was put in his mind so early. I didn't know that was going to play a role later, but that seems a direct result of
Yes.
being threatened with castration.
Yeah.
I'm sure he obsessed over it for years and years out of fear and like, what would that actually be like, you know?
Yeah.
If you picture that in your head for so long, I'm sure he obsessed over it and then was
Yeah.
like, I want to do this to somebody, see what it actually looks like. I, for one, think it's nasty stuff.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't do it either, Jake.
Not my kind of, as Jake would say, yum.
Do you ever think about nibbling on labia like beef jerky?
Me? You looking at me? No.
Like on a long road trip or something like
Yeah,
that?
you're just, you don't have a piece of wheat handy.
Where does one go for labia to nibble on for that long?
5 ladies, a burger and labia. They just opened up down the street.
Trust me, you're not going to be able to finish that labia. They put so many in the fries. Cooked in peanut oil. Peanuts oil. Peanuts.
It's cooked in queef tallow. Yeah, everybody wants to make fun of RFK, but man, where do you have that queef tallow?
That's how McDonald's fries used to be.
He's just throwing pubes on the ground.
Yuck. Now, I'll yuck that yum.
God damn it.
Jake, what is a yum that you have that most people would yuck?
Probably just peeing in a cup every now and then. That's probably the biggest yuck out there.
And I would have to say the fact that Mike drinks the pee that he pees into a cup would probably be his yum that other people yuck.
In my defense, have you ever tasted your own piss?
Me?
No, the fucking body in the trash bag behind you.
I mean, it smells like cake to the point where I can feel like I taste it. But no, I haven't actually put it on my lips or tongue.
Would you try it?
Would I? For free? No. In an emergency situations? Yes.
Hypothermia is clearly setting in right now. You might want to take a sip of piss. A
Okay.
little bit of self-sprite.
Hey, hold the lime.
Jake, you've tasted your own piss before,
I have
right?
not.
What's the holdup?
What's the holdup is I have no desire to.
Come
Comes
on.
out like maple syrup. I can't drink that
Oh,
stuff.
my God.
Does this smell sweet?
Really sweet.
you
Every
put-
time I'm like,
do you
ooh,
put a-
who's making brownies?
If I put a funnel into your body, like we were in Vermont and I was trying to extract syrup, would I find that out for myself?
It would come out like whipped cream at a Starbucks when they put it on your drink. No, dude, it smells sweet, too sweet, and there's too much of it, and it's disgusting, and it's never clear.
Well, I've always said you don't have to drink every ounce of piss that comes out of your body.
Too much of it. Making
Too
that
of
much?
it. There's a lot. There's things living in it.
Amoebas.
Amoebas.
Opinion of some midges?
Little penises.
A Million Little Penises. That was the book that got the man in trouble on Oprah. Little St. James Fry, I think it was his name.
Why did the man get in trouble?
He was lying about the life he had.
Yeah.
Did he write like a Tucker Max book?
It was like a very poignant thing about like recovery, right? Like from like alcoholism, right, or something like that. A Million Little Pieces.
I think so. I know that was the name of the book, but I don't remember the details. But I
Yeah.
remember he was like crying when he got called out on it.
Yeah.
He got called out on Oprah?
I think she had him back. Initially, he was
His
like a guest
bestseller.
where she just wanted to talk about it, and because of having him on, the book fucking skyrocketed.
Yep.
But then Oprah was on a fucking warpath because he made her look foolish.
I mean, if
think I
that book
own that
did
book.
positive things for people, then why even?
I think this was at a time, like we mentioned, where journalists were incredibly sanctimonious. And I think the issue is more so that he lied to a deity such as fucking Oprah.
Yeah.
Cool cover, by
Imagine
the way.
what she would have done with Tucker Max. She'd have skinned him.
Yeah. She would have made him rename it. I hope they serve beer in Oprah's pussy.
Parentheses, my hell. My own personal hell. No, what's her man's name?
Stedman.
Stedman's hell.
Stedman's hell. Gail's heaven.
Oh my God. No, that would be wonderful. Like to make love to a female billionaire.
Sure. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. How often do I talk about Martha in here?
Dude, wild horses couldn't keep this nut out of you.
Oh, you know it's going to be a struggle to get hard. Then the second I'm hard, I come immediately. And then just a using my own cum as lube for the next 30 minutes. And then, oh, I'm close. I swear I'll do it again.
Like a premature firework. Just as soon as the fuse is lit.
Dude, going on Oprah to talk about your book of struggle to get hard. And never getting called back because it's 100% truthful.
Getting called back because it is truthful. Oh, man.
It's tough to get hard sometimes, though, man.
Sure is. Sure is. And that's why I stick Tabasco sauce in my bunghole.
And
And
that's
that's what our sponsor is.
And that's why they call it getting hard. They don't call it getting easy.
Damn right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can I smell your guys' fists?
How's the back of your fist smell?
It's jelly.
If it was getting easy, everybody would be doing it.
What a thing to say after you can't fuck.
I gotta whisper that in my wife's ear.
Followed by, this is your fault. You're cool when you say it. You're very cool and stoic when you say, if it was called getting easy, everybody'd be doing it. Immediately too. This is your fucking fault.
Oh, my beer.
Oh, dude, I can't believe I'm about to drink 100 beers between now and Sunday. That's
Think
not.
you're ready?
That's not bad.
You ready
No.
for it? Because you've kind of chilled out.
I do feel fleet of foot, which you never feel gout coming. You don't. Well, no, that's not true. I do. I have. What are you laughing at?
Oh, no, I'm just laughing at the thought of,
Did you sneeze?
no,
Bless you.
thank you.
Unless.
Uh-oh.
I'm confident that I won't hurt my foot. And I'm confident that I will get In and Out, Taco Bell, and every large Modelo that they have. I'm going to keep a couple. I'm going to get a 6-pack for the room. Just so, be able to
Relax.
start or end a day or night. And then, pound pavement, get those Modelos. That's what we got to concentrate on.
Nice.
On the strip, you've got your CVS, you've got your Walgreens. If I need cigarettes, CVS is not going to make it happen. We got to go to Walgreens in that case. CVS doesn't sell 6. And then if I have cigarettes, we can go to either one.
Wow.
And you know what we could also do, which I might try? Just a regular little liquor store. I've never tried one of those. A liquor store off strip behind the Flamingo.
Oh, my God.
Next to Batista's Hole in the Wall. One of the best Italian restaurants I hear. I think you get a meal there for about $60, and they give you soup, bread, salad, and free wine.
It's right up your alley.
I think the free wine's unlimited.
I
Holy.
totally
Mm-hmm.
just forgot that they sold liquor and beer in the same stores everywhere else. Right? They do that at the liquor store in Vegas. You can buy beer there, right?
Oh, you mean because PA wine and
Yeah,
liquor
yeah,
are?
we have that weird
yeah.
law here where you can't buy them both.
Yeah,
in the same
that
store.
is fucking bizarre. Yeah, well, I don't know. I think the Walgreens does sell liquor as well, right? I think they sell everything.
I don't know.
I think those Walgreens sell everything. I'm not sure.
I haven't really walked into a Walgreens to buy liquor before. I'm not judging. I would do it.
I think on the strip, that's probably one of their
Yeah.
biggest sellers. Yeah, I mean, everybody's trying to get
Those
the
single-
cheapest booze they can.
Those single pounders, though, they probably fly through those.
The beers,
They probably fly through them more than water.
the Modelos,
Yeah.
and things like that. Yeah, probably. Yo, yeah, dude. If you go through like the like if you just get in line when you walk into those, they have like impulse beers.
Yeah.
So you don't have to go all the way to the back, like if you're just going to settle for Bud Light or whatever they have right there. And those are always like dwindling. Like they'll be like, clearly that was full of Stellas. Now there's only like 5 of them. But like the water's untouched.
Yeah.
The water
that's
is
nice.
always full. And that's why there's so many people dropping like flies out there. We love it when I dehydrate.
You ever had beer delivered to the room?
No. Oh my God. That's got to be like for kings. Like room service from the hotel?
No. I mean, like, could you have, like, GoPuff brought to the room?
Oh, that's a great idea.
I don't know. Do they Will they actually come all the way up to your room if you do
probably
that?
have to meet them in the lobby.
Yeah.
Because I know to get on certain elevators, you got to have a key.
Right.
Behind
Yeah.
the dumpster.
Bring knee pads. It's gonna be a long night, pal. That would be crazy. But as soon as I hit like deliver on the thing, I'm gonna be like, I want to leave the room.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I want to get out there and see what's happening.
Yep.
Maybe I'll give it a try though. I was thinking about getting weed delivered. I might just try to go to one of those ginormous dispensaries and see what that seems like. The one that they have there is called Planet 13, I think, or something like that. And there's a full service restaurant in there.
So it's Jared's dispensary.
Fogel,
Yes.
Planet 13-year-old. I got it. It's Jared Fogel from a couple episodes ago.
I was freaking out for a second.
One really small step for a boy.
Cut the feed, Jeff. Cut the feed. He caught it. He caught it. You're fucked.
Buzz children. He was a kid astronaut. You never heard of Buzz Children?
I haven't.
Yeah. He's one of the worst ones, man.
He barely made it out of orbit. The guy never made it past altitude cruise.
Sounds like a guy who's
Cruising
not
altitude.
allowed near children, the way he says it.
Dude.
Sure.
Jake, what do you got planned coming up to go visit next?
Oh man, I mean, we got Detroit coming up May 16th. Very excited about that. Going up to this Mohegan Sun Wisecrackers, the comedy club up there.
Nice.
In a couple weeks, so I'm excited to hit some table games while I'm there.
Is that in the Poconos?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so looking forward to that. But man, I
Stay
can't
the
wait-
night?
Yeah. But I can't wait for us to get to Detroit and have so much fun there, man.
I'm dying for some of that pizza.
Yes.
That's like my favorite
Yeah.
style of pizza, and I can't wait to have it where it's from.
There was a late night hot dog place that I ate at last time that was really great. I can't remember the hotel it was across from that we stayed at, but it was maybe 5 minutes from the Tigers ballpark and the Lions stadium.
Nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it was
How late were you there for the dogs?
Maybe midnight.
Okay. Ooh, that's
Really
good. news.
good.
That's hard to find outside of Chicago.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the region. Maybe that part of the Midwest is just all about the late night dogs.
Yeah, I think the Midwest gets it, man.
Yeah.
I love every place I've been in the Midwest.
I do too.
Every single time. It is
Man.
just everybody's driving drunk. No one gives a fuck. It is beers are $2. It's fucking insane there.
Dude, I saw like a reel of somebody proposing to a girl at a Culver's, and I was like, I get it. I get it now. That's, yeah. Any type of food from out there is just incredible.
Was it an onion ring?
I love it.
Little cheese curd on top. Give it a little cheese curd.
That diamond and cheese curd.
12 curd right there.
12 curd curd.
Yeah, it's like Medea giving a ring.
What about you, Mike?
Aside from our trip, I got Chicago coming up, which I'm pumped about.
Yeah.
And then Austin in July. And then I don't know after that. I got to get back to Disney at some point, man.
Yeah. You're already jonesing to get back?
I'm always jonesing, brother, from the time I leave the place. But
It doesn't fade.
No, I always want it.
Mike, I saw that there's a bunch of I say influencers in quotes, but they are now doing the day trip to Disney where they get on like the first flight in and the first flight or the last flight out.
I would hate that.
And they're basically like 8 a.m. till like
I was going to
7
say, you can
p.m.
probably get a ribbon cut there because flights leave at like 5 here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, people
That's an
are
intense
are
day.
doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's just to save one night on a hotel, basically, right?
Basically, yeah.
Because you could close the park, get a reasonable sleep, and then get on the first flight out, or at least fucking 11 o'clock the next day.
You could, but it's
This is a
saving you
challenge.
$300 or whatever. You know,
Yeah,
across a
you
night.
can get a fucking place in Orlando for $150, right?
That's
Outside of
dude,
Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah, outside of Disney World for
That's,
sure.
like, that's like a Disney dork tough mutter. Just getting their first flight, last flight out. It's so much to do, man. It's too much. And you have to leave 2 hours before to get back to the airport, right?
Yeah, I would do it. I actually looked up.
If you ever want to try, yeah, for real. If you ever want to try it one day, I would do it with you.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Oh, man.
I'm
Have you timed
unemployed,
the
so
flight?
I got my days
Time
open.
to flight?
Have you timed the flight from Austin? Is it about the same from
It
here?
is, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you guys both take the
can
first
meet,
call,
yeah.
meet
You guys have to wear GoPros so we can get the body cam footage.
and butt plugs so we can all prove that you're gay.
It sounds like a nightmare. Just I like to relax. I'm a man of leisure. I like to get a little nap in during the day. But if it was a specific challenge and a buddy was doing it, I would do it together.
Yeah, we could do try and get all 4 parks in,
Oh my god.
and
Oh
that
my
would
God.
Oh
be
my
so
God.
extreme.
Dude,
It would be.
That would be a
the
fun
most-
video.
That would be
Like,
the most
That's the
extreme.
most extreme, right? There's what else crazier could you do? All 4 parks in one day, fly in, fly out that
Goddamn.
day.
dude, that
How
would be
far behind
so
you
much
guys that
fucking
would be?
anxiety, man.
it would be anxiety, but it would be
Yeah.
a blast. It'd be constant on the go.
Yeah.
Now, if you did that kind of thing, you couldn't really say, I want to do this here, I want to do this here. You kind of just have to take what you get, right?
I don't know.
I mean, there's ways of planning it now with the app. Like you can like pick your fast pass rides
Yeah.
at a certain time and which park you want to go to, and
Yeah.
plan it out that way.
12 hours, 4 parks,
You could
3
probably
hours
get
each.
your top at most of them, right? Like your top ride.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, when my wife and I were just there, we did all 4 parks in the same day. We did
Yeah.
like 13 rides in 12 hours or something like that.
What rides did you do?
Damn.
I mean, we did almost everything that we wanted to do, except the only one in Hollywood Studios we couldn't do was Rock and Roller Coaster because that closed down for the day.
It takes naps now because it's old.
We didn't really do much in Epcot except we only did the Guardians of the Galaxy,
Which is like the best thing.
Yeah,
there,
that's the number one, right?
the new number 1.
I
Yeah,
still haven't ridden it.
man,
Yeah, I can't wait.
dude, it's
Pretty fun.
probably the best roller coaster I've ever been on.
I loved it.
Holy shit.
I
Inside?
loved it, dude.
It's inside.
Fully inside?
Inside, yeah.
How is that possible
Dude,
to be the best if it's
it,
inside?
It does. It just throws you. Can I spoil like the first second of it where you just shoot backwards?
It starts fast.
and then
It
just
shoots
Not
you
on
off.
drop.
Well, and it's like screen, so you're getting visuals like
the whole time.
The whole
It's like you're-
time,
It's like you're in
and
a roller coaster in a sphere.
kind of,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like the sphere, and you're
You can kind of see the other trains going by in the distance.
No.
No.
It's really just. I
Isn't
think
it like
there's
that in
maybe
Space
one,
Mountain?
one or two points where you might be able to see another.
Okay.
But like not often. Yeah.
I think the heavy distracted with the visuals where you're not paying
Yeah.
attention to
And
really anything else.
They're also blasting like the Guardian soundtrack at you, so it's
That's
like all these
perfect.
awesome classic rock. It's-
the
Yeah.
carts turn too, so like they're
Whoa.
not stationary. So it's like if you're going like through, there's this one part where you're like basically do like a giant 360, and you're like curving around, drifting
Yeah, like
with the curve.
swiveling.
Whoa.
That's
Dude,
where I
it's sick.
bullfrogged. You think that seems like it's going to put Space Mountain out of business? Seems like it's just a Space Mountain on steroids.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta see how much airfare, like same day airfare, would be.
It's
If you're-
possible.
I
When
mean,
we-
if you're doing it like
plan
that,
it out,
you only
you can
need
do
a backpack, your personal item.
Yep.
Just hits Frontier. You can probably do it for fucking $50 each way.
Yeah, probably.
And I think isn't Frontier? Didn't you say they're filling the shoes of Southwest and letting you do free bags now?
Yep.
Shit,
All
just
you
pack
need
a
is a-
bag and leave it on the fucking plane.
All
Say,
you-
I'm checking this for later. I brought 50 pounds of shit to not even
Yeah.
take from the airport.
Sir, your bag. It's okay. I'm wearing the diapers inside of them. Yeah, that would be so sick. Try to pull that off. So you did So you did Guardians at Epcot.
When we started, we did the Avatar, the Ride in the Banshee one in Animal Kingdom.
Okay.
Then we went to Hollywood Studios. We basically did every ride in the park that you could do except Rock and Roller Coaster.
Tower once.
Tower only once. Yeah, we didn't do anything more than once, I don't think.
Real quick, the Avatar Banshee, is that the one on the water?
No, that's like the Navi River or whatever. And This
Okay.
is like where you're actually riding a Banshee in front of the big screen.
Gotcha.
What?
Okay.
Yeah,
I think
it's
that
sick.
one was closed when I went.
It's really
Holy
cool.
shit.
That
Can you
sounds cool.
connect his ponytail to your ass ponytail?
You can connect
My
two,
ball pubes.
your front butt and your back butt.
Disney's finally catching on.
Yes, baby. Oh my God, what an intense day that would be, man.
It is a lot, but it's like holy shit. It's like rewarding. It's like
Yeah.
because you did like kind of a challenge. Like I did all 4 parks in the whole day.
What a shame it would be for me to feel accomplished by that. My first accomplishment in 10 years.
But I think part of I think the ease in it would be going from fucking Hollywood Studios to Epcot. If you took the what do they call it? The
gondola?
Astroliner? No, the Astroliner.
Is it like the
monorail
gondola looking thing?
No, it's different. So there's I think it's called the Astroliner. The little like pods that you go on a cable system from park to park.
Skyliner.
Skyliner, yeah, that's what it's
Okay.
called.
It's like a gondola.
Not at all.
Now I'm hungry.
What's different?
A gondola is the Italian guy rowing you in the boat.
Is it?
I think John is right. I think they do call it a gondola, like a skiing gondola, like you go up on a ski lift thing.
I don't know. When I think
It's a
gondola, I think water dagos.
I think
It's a synonym.
that they're both.
You guys are both correct.
I forgot gondolas are the stick dagos
Okay.
on the water.
Yeah. And I forgot you were a raging fucking retard.
That's not nice.
That's
Mike.
good. Let's see.
Mike, you need to apologize right now.
You may be right. I don't know.
I'm waiting for the apology before I look into it.
Would you accept a kiss as an apology?
A kiss is not a contract, but it's very nice. It's very, very nice.
That sounds like a Disney song.
It's a Flight of the Conchords song.
Oh.
Let's see.
Is he right, Jeff? All right. Well,
First thing
Oh,
that
wow.
shows up.
Go ahead.
Yeah, from Walt Disney World website itself, Disney Skyliner gondolas.
I stand corrected. And John, I apologize.
Look at this. Thank you. Y'all can squash the beef. You see that, y'all? We can all live together.
Did your fingers smell like cigarettes?
They tasted like licorice.
Oh, no, not his licorice hole.
First of all, we saw that he didn't taste his fingers.
Yeah, you hear Mr. Commercial got licorice fingers?
Though I will say on the Google AI results for just the broad word gondola,
Yeah.
first is the Venetian gondola. Second is a rail car gondola, which I'm not familiar with. Third is retail gondola. And then that gondola was fourth.
You know what?
So you are... mine wasn't even second in line.
Rail car gondola. That has to be the thing that the Impractical Jokers, Joe Gatto was standing on.
When he bit that lady's ass. Yes.
That's
It was
mine.
Captain
That's
Fat Man
mine.
or
Yeah,
whatever.
Captain Fat Man. Yeah.
Wouldn't that just be
Fat belly.
that kind of gondola?
Well, rail car. Well, because that one had multiple people. I'm assuming that one has like.
But it was still cable based. I'm thinking rail car is like on a train.
Well, that gondola is for
it's
like
a freight rail car.
4 or 6 people, I would say, right? Or 1 to 2 me's. But a rail car, I assume, is like the party pack.
Well, you are assuming wrong,
Yeah, I would.
and I'm going to explain to you. Do you remember the Superman or the Spider-Man where Tom or what's his name?
Toby.
No,
Andrew.
Sandman.
Oh,
Thomas Hayden Church.
yes.
Remember when he? I'm not talking about Toby. I'm talking about fucking.
That's his other podcast.
I thought you were asking which
THC.
Spider-Man it was.
Welcome back to not talking about Toby.
And he gathers more sand from that truck.
Yeah.
That if that was on a rail, would be a railway gondola.
And Jake, just so you know, Not Talking About Toby is the #1 slavery apologist podcast.
We not talking about
iTunes.
Toby.
That's a Spotify.
Yes.
Why would they show video on this one? Oh, gondola.
Yeah, slave owners think BetterHelp is an actual employment service.
You're talking about modern day American slave owners.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Slavery bug.
No.
I'm not getting any service.
I just reached for my beard that happened to be my balls.
Did you hit it hard?
No. I forgot I got a pussy now.
If there's ever been more the end of a podcast,
We're just rocking in, baby.
so clearly the end of this
We're just
episode.
getting started.
When's the last time you really hit yourself in the nards?
I think it's been a while. Although,
I've got like 2 this year.
what happened?
Just fucking, covered in flies again. I hit the wrong one. Y'all know about the flies.
Man.
Like a circus elephant.
Why has it got to be a circus elephant? You think regular elephants don't get covered in flies?
Oh yeah, they do. They don't mind them.
Yeah, I don't mean to hit myself in the balls. I just hate gay flies.
Gays. Get your gay bitch out of here.
Oh, you got wings?
I think one was a sit, maybe a situation.
Oh, man. That's
Sat on
an
that.
old man's game.
Oh yeah, my balls are getting old.
Got to get them suspenders.
Yeah, you got to, at a certain point, I think I'm pretty good. That's one thing about me is my sack's not getting too elongated. But I think at a certain point, every man at least considers tying his ball sack to the back like a ponytail.
Cinching it to your back crack.
No, kind of like pulling it back so that it's not cumbersome
Yeah.
up front, but like letting it hang out back.
You have like a little ring attached to the end of it, and you have a hook you attach to your chain. Kind of
It's
like,
like a
ring
hair
game.
tie or something.
Yeah.
Ring and hook.
It's my favorite restaurant, Ring and Hook. Upscale
Sounds very upscale.
and behind the back.
And reach around. Look behind you in the bathroom. Over at Gay Pub and Grill. Is that what we were talking about?
I think we're talking about Disney Skyliner gondolas.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we're back to that.
Oh man,
That's
take
gonna
me
bring
back.
us home, baby. That motherfucker brings us home.
I love that picture, man. Nothing beats like being up early as shit at Disney.
the one on the
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my god. Sun just coming up.
Bluebird Sky.
Oh my god.
Is that the Tower of Terror in the background too?
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, what an angle! Oh, what a beautiful angle!
We should look into getting one of those for podcasting in.
A gondola?
Yeah.
Or a tower?
Both. We'll have a gondola at the tower.
Oh no, we designed it so it goes right into the tower.
Imagine if you will. I'm bummed that they never made a hotel experience out of the Tower of Terror.
Yeah.
Don't you think like just for
Like off out of the park?
no, as part of it, maybe like one floor with like exorbitantly priced rooms,
10
but it's
rooms
just like
or
the
something.
novelty where you and a handful of boys can get together and go in on it and just stay at the hotel for them.
Don't like the way you
And
said boy.
The only way to get ice is to go to the one floor that has the ice machine.
Which of course is the
Tower of Terror.
one that falls to the earth.
Yes.
Your wife's like, "Where were you?" It's like being butt fucked by a ghost, bitch. Was she prettier than me? It was a male ghost. I was raped.
And yes, his grip was tighter. I know you're gonna fucking ask about his grip.
I like sex with a gay ghost better than you. I got wetter for him than you ever got from me.
Oh my god. It's getting personal.
How did that get so wet? How'd it get so wet back there?
You know you're wet if you got a ghost telling you about it. Ooh. Ooh. And he's not going, ooh, because he's a ghost. He's going, ooh, because it feels so good.
Normally I don't say this, but ooh.
I'll bet you say that for all the guys.
You're actually my first guy. You're my first guy too.
I might be the only ghost saying this, but now I actually have finished business.
I can now cross over.
Dude, that's got to be nuts. Like, your living wife is like checking in with a medium at the same time. You're butt fucking a guy in the Tower of Terror. What is he doing? Is he stuck? Well, kind of. God, that's got to be the best to be a gay ghost, man. You can do anything, and your wife can't say fucking shit.
Oh God.
She will, but you've fulfilled the vows.
Oh yeah, I'm the one that bought a haunted house, bitch. No, I wanted to fuck this gay ghost every night so we could appease him and he wouldn't torture our family. No, I'm the one that went house hunting and bought the one with the gay ghost.
Yeah. Oh, but it's a problem when I moan.
Why are you going to the basement every night at 3:15 a.m.?
Oh yeah, I'm the one that wanted to go to the basement every day in the new house just to get blown and blow a gay ghost in the house that you wanted. You lived in a house where I was going to be the first ghost and I'd be blowing me.
You get back in the bed after being in the basement at 3:15. Your wife's like, at least take a fucking shower.
Hun, this house was built on an ancient swinger's house.
The ghost is stink, dude. The ghost got a stank on him. The stink is real. The stink comes back.
Oh man.
Yeah, no. I'm the one that wanted to fuck a gay ghost every day. I'm doing this for us. I'll be right down there.
Your fucking fingers are still cold.
I know. Have you seen my mittens? Have you seen my post-gay ghost sex mittens that I've been keeping around? I know you're throwing them away.
Honey, why are you covered in fog?
Can you get me a towel? Can you get me a shroud?
More of a mist.
Damn. You think when gay ghosts are done fucking, they're worried about the wet spot on the sheets?
They just put that sheet back on.
They say, ew.
Just turn it around. Relax, bitch. You're not the only one that's got to sleep in a wet spot tonight.
Oh my God, you brought him in here? I took a shower for 5 minutes and you brought him up here and you fucked him in our bed? You fucked the gay house ghost in our bed while I was in the shower?
She sees her pillow indented.
Is he in the fucking closet right now?
Look me in the eye and tell me, were you having gay sex missionary with our house ghost? What am I going to do? Say no? And he's up all night slamming cabinets.
Yeah,
His cabinet's his name. Don't you fucking...
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Gay house ghost rules. I'm gonna go. I hope we get a gay house ghost.
That's the type of shit I'd be on at this point in the podcast.
I might just become the gay house ghost. Shit, when Mark and Derek come over, I might as well just be the gay house ghost. Ain't nobody blowing my back out anyway. Shit, might as well become gay house ghost.
You better not even think about becoming gay house ghost in this marriage.
Yeah. Well, then send me the divorce papers, bitch.
Yes. Oh God.
Fucking did it.
We did it, baby.
I thought you were gonna hold my hand. Do you think you feel anything when you try to embrace a man-loving ghost?
Yeah.
What?
A
Cold?
body or hand?
Either or.
You might feel cold physically, temperature-wise,
Yeah.
but there's probably a rush of warmth that overcomes
Yes.
both of you.
Yeah. In your penis. Yeah.
You know penis warmth.
Yeah. He's not touching it. He's just warming up.
All right, that's not bad. That's not bad.
That's what you get when you put just the fingertips on the Ouija board medallion.
In your penis or your hands?
I'm out of steam at this point.
I know. I didn't want an answer. I didn't want to have to ask that question. I will say, this probably won't even be out by the time I'm in Cincinnati. So it's Detroit for us, baby. Follow me on the Instagram, Twitter, at Johnny Delco. I love you guys.
Do you think you can get out of a mortgage by claiming gay house ghost?
Depends on what your contract looks like, I guess.
Yeah, you can have it written in.
Uh-huh.
Good enough agent could do it for
Yeah.
you.
No matter how many gay ghosts are in this house, we have to be able to leave it or whatever. I'm not like a legalese kind of guy, you know? But there's probably a way to word it so that if your husband does start fucking all the gay house ghosts, that you can get a one sale bridge loan divorce all in one, rolled up into one.
That Matt Damon makes a movie, We Bought a Gay House.
And I'm not leaving.
Follow me at Jake Matera, Instagram, Twitter, all that fun stuff. And come see us in Detroit.
Yeah, baby.
Friday, May 16th.
Yeah, come point us in the direction of the pizza.
Pizza.
We'll already have had pizza by that point. And hopefully we will have seen I don't know, are the Tigers there that weekend?
I haven't checked yet.
Me neither. That would be fun to go to
That would be fun.
game.
It's a great ballpark, man.
If not, we should all throw in 10 grand, buy a house, and then just own a house.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Cash.
When I went there with Butterly, he said something so funny about like the condition of the houses driving through Detroit. He's like, every roof looks like a loose tooth.
Damn. Were those occupied?
I don't know if they were. I feel terrible for the people inside.
Yeah. I think there's just big streets of abandoned.
Yes, it's I like seeing that kind of fucking layout of a city where it's incredibly fucked up and bleak, but it is kind of neat that some people are the only fucking people on the block.
Yeah.
And they keep their shit nice, or they're just actually
It's a
living
mix,
in
man.
it.
It's
Yeah.
still like that, though? It's still like,
As recently as 3 years ago when we were there, yeah.
wow.
I think there's a slow turnaround, but I don't think that's happening very, very quickly.
Slow
Okay.
turnaround is how you have to approach your gay house ghost. No, but
Yeah,
Detroit
and you're going to
fucking
want to be
rules, man.
blindfolded.
I can't wait to go back, man. I really enjoyed it there. Detroit and Cleveland are two of my favorite cities, man. I really love the Midwest. Chicago
Yeah.
is
I've loved
top-notch city.
I've loved every city in Ohio that I've been to. It's
I
Yeah.
didn't like Columbus.
it is unexpected. You didn't like Columbus?
No.
I had a good time there.
I think part of it is I went to a concert at the fucking soccer stadium, and it was a nightmare getting an Uber out of there. So I think that probably influenced more than anything else.
Where was the soccer stadium?
Like on the outskirts of the campus.
Oh yeah, that's where Ohio State is.
Yeah.
Okay. It's their college team?
I don't know.
Soccer
I don't think
stadium?
any college teams play there, but
Okay.
the MLS team, I think it is.
Oh, Columbus is an MLS team. Good for them. Because apparently they don't need anything besides Ohio State football.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's their whole ecosystem for sports. But then you get Cincinnati, then you got Cleveland. Choose out of those guys. And they got Pittsburgh still. That's in the mix. there.
WNBA team?
Do they?
Probably. No, you don't think so? No. I'm willing to bet $1. I would have to Venmo it to you guys, but I have it.
I'll bet you kissing John that they do not have a WNBA team.
No, I need his consent, and
Gives it to you.
he would not. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say no. As Jeff shakes his head no.
As he has all the teams up, shaking his head no at the computer.
Yes. That's not that many teams.
Yeah, well, we'll fucking be there, guys. Detroit, love y'all. Harry Panisse.
Yeah, I can't wait to go there. Hey, thanks to everybody that's checked out my new podcast, Getting Some Head. Show's a lot of fun. It's a straight up interview style podcast where I hang out with some of my funniest friends and ask them questions and get to know them a little bit better. So far, I've had Ryan Shaner and Rob Cruz on, and they've gone above and beyond and really blown me the fuck away. And pretty soon we'll have these two blowing me the fuck away on the show.
Ping, ping.
But check it out wherever you listen to podcasts or watch podcasts. Get in some head. GETINSOMEHEAD. Get in some head podcast. And if you're so inclined, I have a Patreon for that too. It's patreon.com/gettinsomehead. And I'm putting new stuff up there every week. And starting in April, I'm doing 2 live streams a month. One is going to be an AMA, and one is going to be a live guest episode. Going to be a nice little surprise for people. And yeah, aside from that, if you're watching this on Patreon, thank you for supporting us. Because of you, we're able to do all the funny stuff that we do here, like mimic what it's like to have a gay house ghost.
Like Gay House Ghost and Gondola.
Yes, we figured it out. I feel terrible for calling John a retard because he was right, but at least we got to redeem ourselves with Gay House Ghost, man. But because you were able to do that, if you're not a patron yet, consider joining the club. Patreon.com/LilStinkers, LilStinkers. You get every episode a week early. You get all the live streams we do. In addition to the live streams, you're going to get audio of those.
And it's ad-free.
Everything is
ad-free on Patreon.
To that point, I realize YouTube puts a ton of fucking ads on our shit, and I'm going back and manually deleting about half the ads that YouTube has implemented.
You can do that?
I can. I have.
Did you have manually?
Yes, I have manually, and he's not just the name of the gay Mexican helper house ghost that I have.
Yes.
But I'm going through and I'm manually deleting like half of the fucking ads that YouTube has put on there. With that said, if you join the Patreon, you don't have to fucking watch any fucking ads whatsoever or listen to any ads. Everything's fucking ad free on Patreon. We do multiple live streams a month. I think we're doing like 4 a month now. You get our sticker news episodes. You get any movie watch alongs we do. We're due for one of those, by the way. We're due for a book club meeting. So all the shit we do on Patreon that are exclusives, you're going to get. It's either $4 a month or $40 for the entire year. So please consider joining that. It's the most direct way to support the show. And aside from that, come see us in Detroit. I can't fucking wait to go there. May 16th, right?
That's right, yeah.
May 16th is the day that Jake pulls all of our penises out and ties them together after the show. But you have to have a ticket to see that.
Oh, and on top of that, too, we really love it when you bring McNugget buddies to the show. So if anybody's got a McNugget buddy they want to see get roofed after the show, we're happy to do it. And on top of that, too, we're going to be hanging out for a while after the show. We're happy to meet everybody, to take pictures with everybody, and just hang out. We really appreciate you guys coming out to support us. Cannot fucking wait. But JD, safe travels to you on your trip to Vegas.
Thanks, you, Pink.
I hope you have the time of your life. Jake and I are going to hold it down here in Philadelphia, and we'll go in there with a ghost busting team to make sure that your gay house ghost is on the up and up.
Thank you, and don't you dare tie your penises together with Jeff while I'm gone.
We will not. We'll wait till next week. We'll
Thanks.
see you guys next week with our penises tied together.
Bye, everyone.
Love you guys.
There's so much fucked up shit to get into.
Lil Stinkers.